We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Marcos administration has committed to continue supporting the Bangsamoro peace process and helping uplift the lives of former rebels and their families. In the Inter-Cabinet Cluster Committee Mechanism on Normalization meeting on Thursday, Special Assistant to the President, Secretary Antonio Ernesto Lagdabeo Jr., lauded the continued mainstreaming of former Moro Islamic Liberation Front combatants as well as the disbandment of private armed groups. Lagdabeo emphasized that providing sustainable livelihood to former combatants is among the Marcos administration's main priorities. The Marcos administration will also prioritize the pursuit of an economic agenda aimed at inclusivity and sustainable livelihood development. Also among its goals is providing former combatants a stable means of reintegration into society and developing their areas into peaceful, progressive, and resilient communities. Meanwhile, outgoing Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity and Defense Department Officer in Charge, Carlito Galvez Jr., called on the committee to sustain their momentum and make the greatest impact on the Bangsamoro people. The Department of Agriculture seized 27.3 million pesos worth of smuggled sugar with the help of its partner agencies. The shipments consigned to Kanluran Consumer Goods Trading were seized after a series of operations led by the DA Inspectorate and Enforcement at the Manila International Container Port. The haul included 7.44 million pesos worth of refined white sugar from China found in 3 container vans on February 6 and misdeclared as motorcycle spare parts. In 2 more follow-up operations, authorities seized around 19.8 million pesos worth of white sugar in 8 container vans. The consignee will face charges for the misdeclaration and misclassification of the shipment in violation of the Food Safety Act and the Anti-Agricultural Smuggling Act. DA Assistant Secretary James Layug meanwhile said 6 more container vans would undergo physical inspection. The Bureau of Customs also placed a total of 17 containers under alert status as requested by the DA. A farmers' cooperative in the province of Bulacan has received food processing equipment from the Department of Science and Technology or DOST. The equipment will be used for the production of chili garlic oil and paste and pickled cucumbers. Bukal Farmers Producers Cooperative, a farmers' organization located in Barangay Bubulong Munti, San Ildefonso, Bulacan, received the equipment. DOST Provincial Director Angelita Parungao said the project intends to improve the community's nutritional status by producing easily accessible and nutrient-dense processed vegetable products. It is also expected to increase the economic capabilities of the farmer beneficiaries. Meanwhile, the Department of Agriculture provided farm machinery and post-harvest facilities worth 39.7 million pesos to Negros Oriental under the Post-Harvest Development and Mechanization Program. Governor Roel Digamo told members of the beneficiary groups to take good care of the equipment as this will boost their income. The purchase of the equipment was made possible through the Rice Competitiveness Enhancement Fund, which has already benefited Negros Oriental since 2019. The Department of Tourism continues to exempt tourism businesses from paying accreditation costs. Tourism Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco said the move would aid in the recovery of tourism businesses from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Likewise, the DOT will simplify the documentation requirements for accreditation and will conduct virtual inspections in place of physical inspections. The DOT also hopes to resume fresh applications for star rating and premium accreditation next month. The star rating system refers to the National System of Classification of Hotels and Resorts, ranging from 1 to 5 stars. The DOT's online accreditation system is available at accreditation.tourism.gov.ph/login. That's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Office and Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Benj Bondok. We tell stories that inspire change.